Jacinda Ardern has shocked New Zealand by announcing that she'll stand down as the country's Prime Minister. The decision has left her party with a challenge now, finding a replacement ahead of the general election on October 14.
Tearing up at her final press conference as Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern admitted her vulnerability.
I just don't have enough in the tank for another 4 years. After going on 6 years of some big challenges, I am human. Politicians are human.
The Prime Minister revealing she was unable to find the heart to continue over the summer and that she felt now was the right time to stand down after 5.5 years in the top job.
But I'm not leaving because it was hard. Had that been the case, I probably would have departed 2 months into the job. I am leaving because with such a privileged role comes responsibility. The responsibility to know when you are the right person to lead and also when you are not.
Latest polls from December showed support for Ardern and the Labor Party had reached its lowest ever rating. From the cost of living crisis and imminent recession in New Zealand to being accused of being soft on crime, the Prime Minister's policies lacked favour with the public.
And so today I'm announcing that I will not be seeking re-election, and that my term as Prime Minister will conclude no later than the 7th of February.
She will maintain her post as MP for Mount Albert to avoid the need for a by-election before the October general election, but her resignation as PM will likely come into effect early next week after a caucus vote for her replacement is held on Sunday, January 22nd. 2/3 of the party must vote in agreement for a new leader.
I'm not leaving because I believe we can't win the election, but because I believe we can and will. And we need a fresh set of shoulders for that challenge.
It was meant to be a casual, friendly retreat for the Labor Party as it planned the year ahead, raring for the general election on October 14. But here at this podium, Jacinda Ardern turned the election on its head, forcing her party to make a careful decision to elect a new leader to win over public support in just 9 months. Frontrunner Grant Robertson, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, has already ruled himself out of the mix. In a statement, he said, "In 2014, when I failed to secure the leadership of the party for the second time, I indicated that I would not put myself forward again. My position has not changed." Ministers Chris Hipkins and Michael Wood remain top contenders. Hipkins, a familiar and trusted face, took over the COVID-19 and health portfolios at the peak of the pandemic. He has the respect from his party and the public. Michael Wood, Immigration and Transport Minister, is also a well-respected member of the Labor Party, but there are concerns he'd need to do more work to gain support of the public by October. Nationals leader Christopher Luxon, who was also hosting his own party's retreat in Napier, paid tribute to Jacinda Ardern's lasting legacy.
When I reflect, I think that the way that she led New Zealand through those Christchurch terror attacks and the way that we all felt proud about the response from the country and from her as our leader and the way that she has always been a good ambassador for us on the global stage are things that will be really important in her legacy. And I wish nothing but her and her family all the very best for the future.
In Australia, Foreign Minister Penny Wong also remarking on Ardern's compassion as a leader.
Jacinda Ardern brought compassion and kindness as well as strength to her leadership, and she was an inspiration for many people.
For now, Jacinda Ardern says she has no immediate plans for the future, but to be home with her family.
And so to Neve, Mum is looking forward to being there when you start school this year. And to Clark, let's finally get married.
And as for how she'd like Kiwis to remember her leadership,
as someone who always tried to be kind.
Jessica Baggio, Sky News, Napier.